to answer your question, what we do moving forward is we fight. Just like I said the first time I was on your show back in January.
Hi guys, welcome back to XCOM 2.
Dan Patrick's son, Ryan Patrick.
I knew Ryan when he was a little kid.
Let's see.
He was a little kid many years ago. That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, he says hi. But he was a former U.S. attorney for the Southern District of Texas. We have Mark Lytle on the case. He's one of the lawyers representing Gary Shapley in the IRS whistleblower case against Hunter Biden. We have Marcel Burke, and then I would say one of the most intelligent, Jeff Paul. I mean, this is a brilliant legal team.
Dr. Ham, just again, so people understand this and you can clarify some things. The indictment says that you didn't report up to your supervisor about this. Is that true or false?
Well, I'll say that if, say you're working at a bank and you found out your boss and the CEO are involved in corrupting, something that may not be illegal, and the avenues to blow the whistle went through your boss and the CEO, would it be wise to blow the whistle to your boss and your CEO? Probably not.
Well, we are on this case. We're going to be watching it very closely, and check out my social media. We'll link this up in information for people who are interested in this case. Dr. Hain, thank you so much. All right, the media are giddy. They're very giddy about the return of one
Miss Cluck
to the media ecosystem. Who is it? We'll tell you next.
No time to spare.
This is what we call luxury from turquoise waters.
You'll be engulfed in the world of indulgence and serenity. Isn't it bad?
To the great outdoors.
This is so exquisite.
We are seeing TL for all of our music.
Yes, okay, we're ready. This place is extraordinary at every turn.
Josh Janine is taking you inside the world's finest accommodations.
See you at the lodge. Bye. See you later.
Life of luxury. New season. Streaming now only on Fox Station.
How do you keep your teeth so white with all the coffee you drink? Our secrets? No way strips. I mean, that is white. And because there's no sensitivity, I feel like I can use them more often. And you can get this in one more return.
Only from SimpliSafe, 24/7 lifeguard protection. This exclusive technology allows SimpliSafe agents to help stop crime in real time.
Stop. Police are on their way.
For instant intruder deterrence and faster police response, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
My name is Ruth. I've lived in rounds. Growing up, I found all kinds of guidance. I started researching fasting, so I wanted something with science-based. This is science-based. That's how I found Pro1. The 5-day box has all the food you need and very good instructions. I think the biggest thing Pro1 has done for me is reset our relationship. I mean, I feel better than I ever have in my whole life, and I believe Pro1 has made that possible.
Home inspectors, general contractors, roofers. All kinds of pros recommend Leaf Filter. Why? It's engineered for performance. Because with Leaf Filter's patented filter technology, there's no gaps, no openings, no place for debris to get in and out. Leaf Filter is a permanent solution we install on your existing gutters. You'll never have to climb a ladder to clean out your gutters again. Our installation process is simple and easy. Just give us a call and set up an appointment today. We'll come out and give you a free gutter inspection. If your gutters are sagging, we'll repair them. If they're broken, we'll replace them. And if they're in good shape, our local trusted pros will install a Leaf Filter in as little as a few hours. And the best part? Leaf Filter comes with a lifetime transferable, no clogs guarantee. You'll never have to worry about costly damage from clogged gutters again. It's peace of mind and then some. Call us today to get started.
Join millions of satisfied homeowners. Schedule your free inspection today. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or visit leaffilter.com.
People thinking my daughter is my sister, that never gets old. With CeraVital Advanced, I wake up refreshed.
CeraVital is an award-winning beauty supplement at all times. Get started today and try CeraVital.com.
This is how AG1 works to upgrade your health routine by combining many quality ingredients into something powerfully simple. It's time to get foundational nutrition at drinkag1.com.
The shocking murder of a mother of 5. After an illegal immigrant's arrest, Rachel Loring's brother speaks out on the investigation. Exclusive to Waters Prime Time.
Learn to play and you'll want to do it every day.
What shots you got?
Watch. Play inside the box.
When it comes to drugs, much freedom is too much for kids. Drugs are out there. My team feel free to say no around other kids. I live drug-free and I'm sober. And I admit that to my kids. Drugs are kids.
Questions about drugs and kids? Group chat to get real-time support.
Their Messiah, the Doctor of Cool, Anthony Fauci's back, and he's not going to do a book. After all, who else would catalog the story about how wonderful and brilliant Fauci was during COVID? After supporting the lockdowns that robbed children of learning, forcing the elderly to die alone, and the mandating of unnecessary experimental shots, Fauci was toasted by the same media cultists who even now there's possible things.
We're guided by science always and telling the truth. And that still seems to have hurt you as we sit here today in 2024.
Just a few days ago, your testimony down in Washington, D.C. made headlines for the hostility that you received.
I feel like one of the things that I'm sort of counting on you for now is bearing a lot of slings and arrows that you don't deserve.
Let's face it, Fauci's missed all those accolades.
Have you thought about that?
No interest whatsoever. The people who throw darts at me, think badly of me, but I'm fundamentally a pretty humble person.
The only thing worse than being a braggart is being someone who just displays false humility. Joining me now, Dr. Scott Atlas, former Trump COVID advisor, senior fellow at the Hoover Institution. Dr. Atlas, Fauci talked about how he would, stand up to President Trump publicly during COVID, and then he took a shot. Watch.
And then when that didn't work, he started invoking magical cures like hydroxychloroquine, and then when it became clear that wasn't working, he brought in Scott Atlas and told him everything he wanted to hear. And it was just wanting so much for it to go away and figuring out if it wasn't going to go away naturally, I'm going to act like it's going to go away. That was the problem.
Dr. Atlas, your response took a shot at you, my friend.
Yeah, Laura, if it wasn't morally it would be harmful. Let's be very clear here. Fauci's legacy is presiding over the biggest failure, the most immoral disaster of public health fiasco in history with his sidekick Deborah Birx. And their legacy is very clear. It's not just the millions of people damaged, harmed, and killed by his policies. It's not just the long-lasting damage on children, particularly poor kids. It's also bigger things like personally destroying the trust in science and public health guidance. I'm not sure that's even reparable. And lastly, I think people have to realize he is personally responsible for a lot of the hateful division among Americans with these pseudoscience mandates, demonizing people. And, he made a fool out of himself, frankly, during the trial, during the testimony the other day, when he admitted there was no data on anti-infections, and then he played his own words, saying in an authoritarian way things like people lose their, quote, ideological BS, unquote, when you make their life difficult. And you listen to Fauci say, listen, buddy, you want to go to school, you take the vaccine. Listen, buddy, you want to go to work, you take the vaccine. I mean, this is the sickest illustration of what happens when powerful people, what we call the elites, have disdain for regular people.
And just going back to one of my favorite topics, other than the therapeutics that clearly had some value, most people didn't need to get the vaccine. Most healthy people didn't need it. Young people didn't need it for the most part, overwhelmingly. So that was all a lie. He sold a lie to the country, and the country was so scared they accepted the lie. But he thinks he now needs to diagnose America with another illness. Watch this.
What we're seeing now is what you mentioned, Stephen. It's vitriol and pure hostilities.
If you were going to diagnose America as a patient right now, how would you diagnose it?
There is a degree of schizophrenia in the country.
And Dr. Atlas, I agree with you. I get just so disgusted. I have to turn it off because it's so outrageous. Outrageous doesn't even describe it. Given what happened in the country with these mandates, people lost their jobs, elderly died alone, kids were robbed at schooling for no reason, and the country was driven into trillions of dollars of debt.
Laura, I mean, I have to repeat, Fauci and these people who wanted these mandates, they created the hostility. Such severe demonization of people to me that it reminded me of back in World War II era Nazi Germany. You saw people calling the police on their neighbors for having more than 4 people in the house and things like this. And it was all wrong. It was all pseudoscience. There was no data on that whatsoever. He denied basic data. It's an illustration of both gross incompetence, but also a complete lack of morality. I'm actually fearful for the country. We have people in charge with no integrity. They won't admit they're wrong, and they will never admit they're wrong. And it's not that admitting they're wrong changes anything, but that's the first step to having a cohesive society. When you need to restore trust, when you need to get people civil to each other, you have to admit error. And his errors were so heinous, so horrendous. It is the most awful legacy in modern public health history. And unfortunately, Laura, it's your field, really, that supports him. The people in the media have so abandoned their role as ethical journalists for probably, I guess, political gain. It's very frightening to me as an American. I don't want the country to be passed on to my own children. I'm a father in the state that it's in.
Well, Dr. Alice, just like on social distancing, that was a totally made-up lie. The masks, they are even proven with cloth masks, they don't stop the spread of influenza-like viruses. None of that stuff made any sense. And they knew it, and they knew that natural immunity was a thing. Remember, he blew off the natural immunity stuff, or acquired immunity. He still blows that off. I mean, he says it's a factor, but not an overwhelming one. Really quick.
Yeah, 2 points. It was known. I said it from March 2020, April, May, June, July, August, September. All the data was known. And secondly, we have somebody here who's displaying the worst form of lack of integrity. He won't admit he's wrong. His career was based on this, and he would gain a lot of points, but he won't. He'll dig in, and we cannot let history be rewritten. Or the country's finished as an ethical and objective society. So we don't give up. We have to say the truth, and hopefully truth will prevail.
And accountability, admission of error and accountability. Dr. Alice, you're a bright, shining light, and I'm proud to have had you on. I think the first time on national television on this. Thank you so much. All right, coming up, who needs doctors? Yeah, Corey Bush. Jimmy Fallon on that, a lot more next.
Roger that.
You know what's crazy?
That this is better than cooking at home. I mean, more affordable than groceries.
Of course. Groceries are expensive.
I was in trouble there for a second.
Oh, you are. For years, I've been sharing how Crepe Erase has helped my skin look smoother, firmer, and young. And now the system I've loved for almost a decade is even better.
Now you can transform your skin from this to this with new Crepe Erase Ultra. Crepe Erase really works. That's why real women have given it thousands of rave reviews. It's the celebrity secret to younger and sexier looking skin.
Crepe Erase Ultra has taken years off my skin. The results have been magnificent.
And now, new and improved Crepe Erase Ultra is the best system ever.
It's clinically shown to instantly improve the look of dry, crepey skin.
Crepe Erase Ultra is something I recommend to my patients because it works.
And now there's more fake news from Crepe Erase.
Introducing the Ultra Smoothing Neck Repair, an all-new breakthrough solution for the hard-to-treat skin on your neck. Age-defying results you have to see to believe. And you can get it today as a free gift with your order.
This might literally be the fountain I've used for the neck. The results are incredible.
Today, you can get the new Crepe Erase Ultra system for only $49.95. And we'll give you the Ultra Smoothing Neck Repair for free.
And we'll also give you this customer favorite, the luxurious 4-in-1 line smoothing capsules for your face. Free.
That little capsule is a power pack.
And to make this our best offer ever, when you order today, we're going to double your free gift, a $76 value.
There's never been a better time to try Crepe Erase. Get all this for $100 $143 value for only $49.95. Plus free shipping and a 60-day money-back guarantee.
If you're seeing the signs of crayfish skin, don't wait. Now you can do something about it, and your results are guaranteed for your money back.
This is a limited time offer that will not last.
Call 1-800-915-8121 or go to crayforraceultra.com. Order right now.
Hi, Grandma. I played baseball today. Oh, that's great.
What position did you play?
First base. That's what Grandpa used to say.
When our hearing wouldn't allow us to use a regular phone, it made us feel isolated.
It became difficult to communicate with our friends and family.
Clear Captions was an easy solution for us.
Clear Captions provides captions on a phone like captioning on your TV, so you can see what the caller is saying live as they say it.
Making it easy to understand and respond immediately.
There is no insurance or Medicare required. Clear Caption service is provided at no cost to you through a federally funded program. We deliver, install, and train you on how to use your phone, all at no cost to you.
Give your loved ones the independence and connection they deserve.
Call now to see if you qualify to get a Clear Captions phone at no cost to you. Call 1-800-979-0270. That's 1-800-979-0270.
When you need to prepare for unpredictable adventures, you need WeatherTech. Laser measured floor lines front and rear. Seat protector to save the seats.
They're all yours. Here.
Here, so I better take the car.
Can we get ice cream?
You can now. Get her future with American-made products at WeatherTech.com.
Have you ever thought of getting a walk-in tub for you or someone you love? Now is a great time to take a look at getting a Safe Step walk-in tub. With Safe Step's standard heated seat and new fast-fill faucet, you can enjoy a nice warm bath up to 20% faster.
Safe Step walk-in tubs are built to maximize safety, so you can stay in your home and enjoy the comforts of bathing again.
Call now to receive 15% off plus a free shower.
Xcom refuses to let go of the ways of the old world. They will continue their walk and reckless drive until the entire world burns around them.
The Giants team. Celebration for the century.
Both of President Biden's schedules on the shift to debate prep brand new internal ICE data shows just how overwhelmed the agency is right now.
Diplomatic efforts are ongoing to avert a larger war pestilence.
Fox News Channel.
Now it's time for WTF with the Fail-Up. Joining me now, Jimmy Fail, host of Fox News Saturday Night. All right, Jimmy. An interview with squad member Corey Bush, she kind of gets short shrift because it's always AOC but it just resurfaced where she claimed that she had miraculous powers.
And this lady came to us and she had these tumors. I mean, she wanted us to like feel them. And I just remember I put my hand on her and my hand just began to move. And the lumps that were there were no longer there. And she was so happy and she like, went on about her day. I never saw her again.
So you think the tumors disappeared?
I do.
Finally, we got all of that again. That's wow. Okay.
You know, the sad part, though, is after listening to Corey Bush talk, the woman wanted the tumors back. She was like, I can't, I don't want to live anymore. Listen, I hate to call the woman who wanted to defund the police but had her own police protection a fraud, but she's a fraud. You know, it takes a lot to make AOC look smart. But I believe that's Corey Bush's role in the squad.
Yeah, it's kind of sad when you're a squad member, but nobody remembers you. I mean, it's like the odd squad. Like she doesn't get, you didn't get any attention, but we decided she needed some tonight. Jimmy, that's why we did it, the miraculous healing powers. Yeah, heal the squad. For a start, the physician heal thyself. Morning Joe, Jimmy, had an interesting analysis or prediction about next week's debate.
He cannot debate. Joe Biden
on the merits. So he's going to be a disruptor, and the Biden team better be prepared for Donald Trump to what? I mean, what would a disruptor do? Okay, you're going to cut off my microphone. I'm going to walk over to your microphone, and I'm going to get in your face. I'm going to convene. He could do that.
Joe Scarborough likes to talk about Donald Trump like it's a guy who dumped him in 7th grade. It's always like, oh my God, did you see what Donald did? Like, who would do that? Donald would never. Listen, Trump's obviously not going to do that, but I wish he would, because at least somebody would use Biden's mic in the debate. I'm not sure Biden's allowed to talk in this debate. After the week he just had, his mic's probably going to be muted the whole time anyway.
Yeah, it is very interesting. These Never Trumpers now they're just exposed as total leftists. They're never Trump. They're the real Republican. Now, okay, Mitch McConnell's endorsed Trump. So what does that make you, Joe? This is embarrassing. All right, Jimmy. Naming drag queens now has become a litmus test for Dems in San Fran.
You were at the debate last week and couldn't name any drag queens on your own. This is an opportunity to redeem yourself. And if you could name 3 LGBTQ advisors for your campaign and 3 drag queens in San Francisco.
And this is why it costs more money to get a U-Haul out of San Francisco than it does to move in. What does it solve if the candidate, crime's bad? What does it solve by saying, I know Cinnabons? Nothing, okay? Naming drag queens doesn't get crime under control, doesn't lower taxes, doesn't bring back businesses. Just the ones that pay in singles.
I was going to try to see if Jimmy knew any drag queen names, but we'll end it at that. Jesse's next.
Welcome to Jesse Waters Primetime. Tonight,
another Biden migrant was arrested for the savage murder of an innocent American woman, Rachel Morin. If I was president, he would never have been able to come in.
Mom of 5 murdered by an illegal. Biden's solution? More amnesty. Rachel Morin's brother is here.
Because the person did not know it's proceeding. We've now expanded far out from just deep fakes or cheap fakes even.
Biden's not old? What?
It's also very insulting.
Wanda. Yes. Arrested for ballot fraud. What's going on? Wanda, you were also caught stuffing. What happened?
Primetime catches up with the stuffer.
Wanda, don't run me over, Wanda.
Plus,
when there's a major tragedy in the country, the president has a responsibility to address it and assure us he's taking steps so it never happens again. This week we found out a mother of 5 was murdered by one of Biden's migrants during an international crime spree. Her name was Rachel Morin. We'll say it, but the president won't. The White House put out a statement saying they send their condolences, but can't comment on active cases, unless it's Hunter Biden. Trump, on the other hand, confronted the issue head-on.
Another Biden migrant was arrested for the savage murder of an innocent American woman, Rachel Morin, 37 years old, mother of 5, beautiful woman, nice woman, everybody loved her. If I was president, he would never have been able to come in. He would have never been able to come in.
Instead of talking about Rachel and the threat of migrant crime, Biden chose today, of all days, to sign an executive order that helps illegals stay in the country. Amnesty and work visas for 500,000 migrants. If an illegal has been married to a citizen for a while, they're protected. Biden says he's keeping families together. But what about the American ones that were torn apart by migrant criminals? Where's the executive order protecting us? This doesn't even make sense politically. 60% of Americans want every single illegal alien deported.
Let's save this.
So why is Joe Biden signing this now? Because he doesn't have a choice.
We'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.
Tech giants hire migrants from Asia to fill white-collar American jobs. Big tech thinks Trump's going to win in November and deport all of their workers. They needed an insurance policy. Zuckerberg and his buddies lobbied Biden to sign this executive order, and it worked. This isn't about compassion. It's about